Are you looking for an employer urgently, but have no time to go to an agency? The Best Housekeeper is here to help you find your dream employer. And if you find an employer yourself, here it is absolutely free for the helper. In this tutorial, we'll guide you through the simple steps to register as a helper on the Best Housekeeper website. Step 1. First, go to our website, www.besthousekeeper.sg. You will be able to see the Match Me icon on the farthest right beside the Contacts icon. Step 2. Once you're on the Match Me homepage, look for the I Am a Helper button. Click on it. This will take you to the Helper login page. If you already have an account on it, you can simply log in by entering your email and password. And if you're new, then click Sign Up to make an account. This will take you directly to the Helper registration page. Step 3. On the Helper registration page, you'll be required to provide your personal details, such as your first and last name, as I am entering my name, and set a password, and then confirm your password by typing it again here. Then review the Data Privacy Act and tick the box, I agree to Best Housekeeper's Data Privacy Act. Step 4. Once you've filled in all the required information, click on the Register button at the bottom of the page. Step 5. After registering, you'll need to add your contact number and then click on Continue. You will get an OTP on your registered mobile number. Enter that 6-digit OTP in this box. Congratulations! You're now registered as a helper with Best Housekeeper. Step 6. Now that you're logged in, proceed to complete your profile. Fill in, tell us about yourself, details like what is your specialty, or by when you need to find an employer. As I'm going to write good with kids, experience with dogs, need employer by end of this month. Now your name is pre-filled. Next you need to enter your birth date. Then enter your place of birth indicated on your passport. Add your email address. On the drop-down, choose your nationality. Enter your nearest airport in your home country. If available, add your passport number and passport expiry date. Select whether you are a fresh or experienced helper. Next, choose if you are in Singapore or not in Singapore. As I'm choosing I am not in Singapore. If you are in Singapore, you need to provide either your FIN number or work permit number. If you choose I am not in Singapore and you are an experienced helper, you need to select which countries you have worked before. As I'm selecting Singapore. Next, select your religion, and then select your marital status. Then select the number of your children on the drop-down. I will select 2 kids, and then on this next box, enter the ages of your children. As I'm writing 5 and 10. Then, on this next drop-down, select the number of siblings you have. Next, select your educational qualification. Please note that the Ministry of Manpower Singapore requires at least 8 years of education. After completing this, click the Next button. Step 7. On this next page, you need to input all your preferred benefits. For number 1, key in your asking salary. For example, I'm writing 700. Next is your availability date of transfer. If you have a specific date to find the employer, you can choose this third option and set your availability date limit. As an example, I'm going to choose the dates May 1st, 2023 to June 1st, 2023. For number 3, choose your preferred off day. I will tick weekly off. Then choose which day of the week you want to be your off day. Let's say on Sundays. Next is for public holidays. You may select more than one option. Tick the box accordingly. Then, for number 4, select the preferred type of house you're willing to work in. You can tick more than one option for this. For number 5, this is your preference for the size of the house. Tick the box accordingly. Then for 6, you select what room accommodation you can accept in your new employer's house. Then, on to the next, select on the drop-down your preference for working with another helper. The next 2 questions are to tick yes or no. As I'm ticking yes, I know how to swim, and then I'm ticking no as I don't smoke. After completing this, click the Next button. Step 8. On this page, enter all your skills. For example, you may tick the options for household chores and cooking, taking care of toddlers and children. I'm going to tick these 3 boxes for childcare. Tick these boxes if you preferred elderly care. You may choose mobile or immobile and male or female elderly. Tick this box if you are okay to take care of cats. Then this next box is for dogs. For number 2, tick boxes according to the cuisines or dishes you can cook. If there are other cuisines you know, you can include that in the short introduction on the personal details page. For number 3, select the diets that you can handle. Tick the box accordingly. Next, tick the options you have experience working with, as I am ticking Chinese, Singaporean, and Western. Then, for number 5, tick the first option if you have made this registration yourself and have not yet been interviewed by any Best Housekeeper agent. Then, on this box, select your availability for an interview. For example, I will tick these options. I can be interviewed by phone, video, and in person. Then here, indicate any allergies you have, as I'm writing peanut allergy. Then for this next part, this is to let employers know what languages you can speak. For example, I will tick 4 stars in English, 5 stars in Tagalog, and 2 stars in Mandarin. You can put all the languages you know. After completing this, click the Next button. Step 9. On this next page, you need to prepare photos. The first one on the list is photograph. Please take a half-body photo without makeup with suitable clothes and do not wear any revealing clothes. Click this plus sign button on the right side corner. Once you see a message box, click the box Click to upload, then select your desired photo on your device. Once you've selected a photo, you will see a small thumbnail of the photo you just chose, like what you're seeing right now. Then click this green Upload button below it. Then click Done once it is finished uploading. Next is the work permit photo. This is only applicable to helpers who are working in Singapore. First, take a photo of the back of your work permit card and save it to your device. Then you can do the same process of uploading the photo as what we just did. Now I will repeat the process again. For helpers who don't have a work permit card yet, you can just upload your photograph again. Then, next on the list is your passport photo. Same as with your work permit card, lay your passport flat on a surface and take a clear photo of it, then save it on your device. Now I will do the same process to upload the photo. Next is a short introduction video. You need to prepare this video before registration. This is optional to upload but highly recommended, as this will give you an advantage to find an employer. I will show a sample introduction video that you may follow. A short video will play now. If you are in the process of registration without a short introduction video yet, you can just upload it later. Next is the release paper. Tick Yes and upload your release paper. If you do not have a release paper yet or are not in Singapore, you can skip this and answer No. Next is a recommendation letter. This is optional. If you have a recommendation or employment reference letter from your previous employers, you may upload it here. After completing this, click the Next button. Step 10. Next is your employment history. From the left, this first box is the starting date of your employment. Click this box and then enter the year first. Now I'm going to select for the year 2015, then the month of April, and then date 12th. Then this next box is for the end date of employment. Click the box, then select the year. As I'm choosing 2017, then the month of March, then the date 30th. If you're still working with the same employer, you may tick this small box below labeled At Present. Then choose the nationality of your employer. As a sample, I will select Australian. Then this box, select on the drop-down the number of family members your employer has. And in this box, select on the drop-down what type of house they have. Then select all the main duties you have. For example, I will select household chores, cooking, pet care for a dog, and taking care of children. You may select what range of children you take care of, like babies, toddlers, or children. Then now, I will tick Others and include the ages of the children and other duties that are not on the list. As I'm writing, take care of 3 kids aged 10, 7, and 2 years old, and do marketing and gardening. Next, you indicate if you're working with another helper or working alone. Then select your reason for leaving on this drop-down. If your reason is not on the list, choose Others and explain your reason in this box, Remarks, below. We suggest adding here the location of your employment and other employment details. As I'm writing, my employer is Australian and his wife is British. They are in Singapore. I finished my contract and want to find a new employer. After completing, click Add Employment. You may add more than one employment. You are required to put all your past employment. After completing this, click the Next button. Step 11. This page is about your medical records. First is your COVID vaccination. Tick Yes if you are fully vaccinated. Then on the drop-down, choose how many doses you have. You are required to be fully vaccinated with at least 1 booster shot if you want to work in Singapore. The next box is your height and weight. Answer accordingly. Next, tick Yes or No on the list of medical conditions below. If you tick Yes, briefly explain your condition in this box on the right. Then click the Complete button. Your profile is ready now.